So in terms of the biggest differences between these turning points videos and the best and worst decision videos are that these turning points are often things that happen to the characters rather than things that they themselves initiated or did. Ralph Cifaretto believed that he was due for a promotion.
My crew is in line for the Raritan Township contract, okay?
You're a captain, Ralphie, when I say you're a captain.
And I'm gonna turn up my hearing aid so I don't miss it.
But Tony's decision to promote Gigi to captain instead of Ralph cut deep.
That's some news you're not gonna like. I'm putting a friend in over there as captain.
What?
Not only was it a professional slight, but a personal insult.
No. Gigi, are you shitting me?
Fucking turkey. It's like spackle in my bowels. Nothing moves.
Christ, Tom. I eat dinner at your house.
This is business.
That's how you talk to a man in front of his friends?
Yeah, right. What man?
I like this girl.
Now for Ralph, my first instinct is sort of to automatically go to the moment he killed Tracy. It was definitely his worst decision, but in terms of defining moments, what really led to that?
I'm putting a friend in over there as captain.
What? No.
There's a new acting capo of his crew.
When I was coming up, this would never happen to new-made guys.
It's Chrissy.
When Tony chose Christopher as acting capo over Patsy, when Polly was in jail, Patsy had already swallowed a bitter pill.
And your brother, bon animal. You put your grief behind you.
I put the grief behind me.
He was doing work for Tony, he was following orders, back to business.
My face is the last one you'll see, not Tony's. It won't be cinematic.
It's the way certain people want it, and we trust there will be no ill will.
I tell you, this no-show shit is tough. Deciding what not to wear to work, what not to put in my lunchbox.
That's right. Little fucking tough guy, huh? It's all yours.
Yeah, I'm just saying, with the change of rank and all, maybe he feels marginalized.
Listen, John, I just want to say, I hope your feelings weren't hurt too bad, and that it never got back to the missus.
You didn't hear the joke about Ginny?
Never mind. Let it die a death.
The joke didn't die a death at that moment, but a couple of people almost did soon after.
Donnie, right?
John, how you doing?
What's that? Not funny anymore?
John, your coat. Is that for Burberry? Oh my God, what happened?
Tripped.
A reminder that during even brutal, violent, or sad moments, The Sopranos always has a great way of bringing in comedy or comic relief somehow.
A room full of guys making fun of my wife, and you're not gonna let me deal with this?
Not that way.
To me, it marks the start of Johnny's transformation from this trusted, pragmatic, more diplomatic type.
Yeah, well, he wants to apologize. Would that put this to rest?
To emotionally reactive underboss who's out for blood.
What would it take? Never enough body count for Lorraine. I should have let Tony chop your head off a year ago.
Don't worry, John, they'll get to it. Tony Blundetto had been trying to go on the straight and narrow path.
Look, I've been away from all this a long time. I mean, if I got a shot at staying out and putting shit together, I should take it.
But when the plastic bag is tossed, he leaves the drugs, but he takes the 12 grand. Though in Tony B's case, I suppose you could think of the money as a drug.
I have never seen that much money before.
It's gotta be 10, 12 grand.
But you should put it into the business. Cristal, gentlemen?
Keep it coming, honey.
From now on, anytime somebody steps in a pile of shit, you'll be known as a Blundetto.
Dill actually described it pretty accurately. It was basically like stepping in a pile of shit. From that point on, it seems like everything went to shit.
That's it for me, tapioca.
You blew the whole 12 grand?
What are you, stupid? I got 400 left.
For Phil Leotardo, not surprisingly, his brother Billy's death cracked something open in him. He was old school. In other words, he could be ruthless, but he was also rational. Afterward, he becomes consumed with revenge.
Leave me alone.
I had a brother your son's age.
Please let go of my hand.
Billy, please. It's the guy's mother, Phil. It's the guy's mother.
And obsessed with his legacy.
Tony Soprano's cousin. I can't even say his name. Murdered Billy. And what did I do about it? My weakness. Sometimes I think it's in my DNA.
A bit of a side note, when Phil says, sometimes I think it's in my DNA, it reminds me of Tony's discussions with Dr. Melfi about it being in his blood. It goes to show you, it doesn't matter who you are, you can still have very deep insecurities.
My rotten, putrid genes have infected my kid's soul.
Leotardo. That's my legacy.
You can't stay holed up here. It's not healthy, Carmine.
Little Carmine wanted to step up into leadership after his father died. I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that Johnny Sack was insulting him, but when it was all said and done, by the time Billy Leotardo was killed, little Carmine just didn't want to be involved in it anymore.
Let the guys see you take the reins.
That's not how I want to handle it.
For Carmine Sr., I think the turning point came for him when he first told Johnny Sack that he couldn't kill Ralph for making a joke about his wife.
But remember also how deeply hurt Johnny felt over Carmine, not backing him on those slurs against Ginny. Carmine never made that right with John. I knew back then that was a mistake.
And then when Carmine was being difficult and rigid with the HUD proceeds, that really took Johnny over the edge. Even though things were settled at the 11th hour, Johnny was not going to settle for being the underboss for much longer.
My son was a big help in all this. I want you always to remember that, even after I'm gone. But I'm not going no place.
Healthy as a fucking rhino, this guy.
Very bad, boys. Very bad. Remember the old adage, son, leave 'em while you're looking good. Victory has 100 fathers, but defeat is an orphan.
For a moment, he had the right idea.
What's the matter? I don't know. Sure you want to do this? Why? Oh, you? Let's go down the shore.
But then, all it took was some peer pressure.
Let's do it before the crank wears off.
After Ralph tells a little bedtime story to Jackie Jr. and Dino, they get inspired to knock up a card game, which technically is Ralph's game. I don't think it helped that Ralph said,
Your father and Tony was on a fast track to being made, and I was still a little shit here like the two of you.
Victory has 100 fathers, but defeat is an orphan.
But after that, there was no turning back.
Yo, I think you're done for.
As a matter of fact, the expiration date was last week.
Don't call me no more.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and the topic. What do you think?